Hello, Aries, and welcome to your April 2019 love reading. I am Princess India. If you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome into my family. Hello again, my friend. I hope you've been well. I apologize for the lateness of you guys' readings, but as you know, I've been knocking out personals, and they will be opening up again soon, and I'll let you guys know details about that later, because we're here for a reading right now. So anywho, we're doing things the same, but slightly different. What I've included is an overall energy, which is actually part of your extended reading. So since, it's the first time we're doing those, I'm including that. And then we're going right into the way that we've always done it. Looking at you and your cross watcher. The only difference is now I'm looking at this where the first row is intended to be for Aries, as well as the person who would be cross watching this video for an Aries, right? And the second row would be either Aries person of interest, or for a cross watcher, the second row would be the Aries person that you're watching for, right? So first, we're going into these overall energies, and the first card we have is the Nine of Cups, dreams coming true. Then we have the World card, embrace. Then we have observe, which is the Hanged Man. And then we have balance, which is the temperance card. Man, that looks pretty good. So what it's looking like is, this is very interesting. And I'm going to say it like this. If we looked at this as like an omen, right? One of your wishes being fulfilled, right? Something that happens that brings you great joy is the clue or the hint that you've now completed a cycle, right? That you're free from the thing, like there's like a feeling of stagnation, right? Prior to this thing coming in, or even if it's just a feeling, like if you just like have been going through a lot of stuff, feeling kind of stuck, and you just wake up one day on the right side of the bed and you're just like, you know what, life, it's not that bad, right? There's a feeling like that, or it's something that actually is given to you, whether it's a promotion, a job, what have you. That is the sign that a cycle is complete. That, and this is kind of reminding me of Aquarius, that your perspective is broadened, you have more options, and that you've more or less completed this particular transition in your overall process, if that makes sense. So it's almost like, and I can't remember whose reading I said this in. It might have been Aquarius. I don't know. But it's kind of like, or maybe, no, I don't remember. Anyway, but it's kind of like having done the work, but not realizing that you've done the work. So it's almost like it takes something positive to happen externally for you to see like, oh, I do feel different. Wow, I am happier. I didn't notice that. I hope that makes sense. You know what I mean? But more or less what it's saying is that the bridge in between your, this thing that you're receiving, or message you're getting, or emotion that you're feeling, the whole purpose of all this is saying is that a cycle is over, right? So I feel like once you come into the realization of this, you're going to be able to look back at your past experiences from like a higher perspective. You're going to understand why things panned out the way that they did, why things happened the way that they did. And you're going to see that because of that, it's caused you to heal, it's brought you balance, and it's put you in a harmonious union with yourself, if that's making sense. I pray that that's making sense. So the first card that we have for Aries, or the person cross-watching Aries, is the Six of Pentacles. Then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, Aries, okay. All right. I see you. This is good. Okay. So literally, Aries, the lesson that was learned by a lot of Aries people, or cross-watchers, cross-watching Aries, is seeing your overgiving. Right? That one day that you woke up and just felt right and it just hit you. You started seeing the lack of reciprocity in your friendships, relationships, connections, what have you, right? And you realize almost like not in a like a self-deprecating sense, but it was a positive feeling. It was like, you know what? I get it. It's like those situations didn't work out for me because I was overcompensating. And it's almost like a quiet resolution in the sense of there's no blame here. It's like you're not pissed at the person for taking advantage of you, quote unquote, right? You're not pissed at yourself for overgiving. Because when you know better, you do better. And at the time you didn't know better, so you couldn't do better. So you understand that it's no one's fault, really. It's just something that happened, something you experienced, and now you see it. So it's kind of, that's why I say quiet resolution, because it feels like an aha moment where it's like, oh, I get it, right? But the thing that's so, what's the word I'm looking for? The thing that's so amazing about this, and that's not even the word I'm looking for, because that's low on the totem pole compared to the emotion that I'm feeling right now. The thing that's so amazing about this is typically in this circumstance, a person would feel sorry for themselves or they would blame someone else. That would be a typical response. But this is a divine revelation. It's a divine revelation. It's a completion of a cycle, because that's when aha moments come. So this is something that anyone who's watching can apply to their lives. Whenever you encounter true understanding of a situation, right? Like when spirit gives you an epiphany and you're enlightened about a situation, then you're able to see it from the victim's perspective. You're able to see it from the antagonist perspective, quote unquote, right? Then you're able to see it in a very neutral way, like you see what actually happened and you see what role everybody played in this, right? So it's almost like you're taking the point of an observer, like kind of the perception that everyone practices to get to in mindful meditation is not allowing your thoughts to grab you. It's just watching them come up and witnessing them, just being the observer of what's happening. Whenever you get an understanding like that of something you've personally been through, that's when you know it's a divine revelation, right? Because divine revelation does not come with blame, right? It doesn't come with self-protection. It doesn't come with woe is me. It doesn't come with bleakness. It doesn't come with loss of hope, loss of optimism. Life is so unfair. Why would this happen to me? That's just so wrong that they did that. I don't deserve things like that. Divine revelation doesn't come with that. Whenever you have a true epiphany about something, you can't even beat yourself up, because it's a perspective that sits so much higher than human reasoning that it removes all of the contentious energy or emotions, and it's just a quiet understanding. That's the place that I'm seeing that Aries is. It's understanding the role you played, the role that others played, and it comes full circle, and now you get it. So it allows you to move forward. So prior to this, right, you were in the Seven of Cups in the upright. You were in the Eight of Swords. So it's almost like you were emotionally confused, right? That's if it was in the upright. So in the past, you were in a place to where you were emotionally confused. Should I stay with them? Should I leave? Is this really what I want? Do they want me? What are we doing? I need answers. I'm so scared. I don't want them to leave. Like, you were just all over the place, okay? Then with your thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Going back and forth, feeling like you're trapped. I don't understand what's happening. Oh my gosh, I'm so anxious. Like, I don't understand what's happening. Like, I need someone to set me free. All of that stuff. But now it's in the reverse. So it's like you're seeing 100% clear. And that perception is one that's of balance, because you understand the roles played by both parties. Like, you truly understand. There's nothing to think about in reference to it. And that's how you know the difference between a cognitive conclusion you've come to. Like, when you rationalize something, it's like, oh, like, I know why that is. That's because, you know, their ex-husband or their ex-wife did this, and this. And then that person did this. And then she and he is stopping him from doing this. you know, and then this person is an influence, and then they're jealous, and they hate me, and that's not a divine revelation. That's just rationalizing, because you really don't have the answer. You don't understand what's going on, and you need to tell yourself something in order to remove that cognitive dissonance. I talked about that in Scorpio's reading too. But you guys have true divine revelation and you're moving forward. Now, for your person of interest, they have the Ten of Wands in reverse. They have, the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Strength card in reverse. Oh, Lord. They're not happy. They're not happy. Okay, so, man, okay. Oh, Lord. And we got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse under the deck. Oh, God. What is really happening in America? I don't want to clarify it with this deck. What deck do I want to use? I think I want to use this one. So with your person of interest, they released a burden, but it's like, I feel like this is a trickiness with this. It's like this person released a burden, right? But them releasing that burden pissed them off. So I don't know if this person, what is the Ten of Wands in reverse about? This is interesting. I don't want to speak too soon. You know, do I really want to use this deck? I feel like I don't want to use that. What is it? Spirit? What is happening? Which one? I don't know. I need to get another pendulum. That's what I really need. Because I feel like there's something more behind this Ten of Wands in reverse. Because it's like, I don't want to, like, it feels to me almost as if this person, it feels almost like this person, I don't know if it's like, I want to say, it's almost like they cut you off, but like it backfired. Like them trying to cut you off was them thinking it was releasing a burden for them, but it actually burdened them even more so. We have the Nine of Cups. What? Is this person letting you go the best thing that could have possibly happened to you? Because that's y'all overall energy. That's interesting. Whoa. Oh, no, that's too many cards, y'all. Maybe it was meant for me to use this deck. Oh. Well, damn. Okay. False person. Well, all right then. Maybe I was meant to use this deck. Okay. Dokie. Interesting. All right. So, this person was trying to manipulate this situation. I feel like the way that they came at you was trying to make you seem like you were a burden. You were putting so much pressure on them, and they had to let you go, like, for their mental health. You know what I'm saying? And their intention was for you to think that their life without you was like a wish fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? Like the best thing that ever happened to them was letting you go, right? But for whatever reason, you're seeing that that's total bullshit. And I want to know why. Why is it that Aries knows that that's total bullshit, Spirit? Sorry. I'm nosy. Oh, good Lord. The Six of Swords. Whoo, buddy. When I say divine revelation, it's the clearness, like how I say how you realize there was an imbalance. And if you look at the traditional meaning of the six, this one is very risque. When you come to the traditional meaning of the Six of Swords, is leaving from a tumultuous kind of situation, right? So this epiphany that you guys had, oh God, thank you, Spirit. Oh, that's so gangster. Prior to you guys leaving this person alone, well, them leaving you alone, This was the circumstance. It was always you in emotional and mental unrest. Them making it seem as if you were so much of an emotional burden on them. Like, oh my gosh, this person's making my life so hard. And them alluding to the fact that their wishes were fulfilled by getting rid of you. The way that it backfired was because you realized that with them gone and not having to deal with that little whatever it is they were doing, the chaos they were bringing into your life, because this to me looks like emotional and mental manipulation. So it's like this person had you in constant unrest. So even though when you guys stopped communicating, you may have been like really emotionally upset, as time went on, you started to realize that you were at peace since this person was gone. That's how it backfired. So now you're looking back at this, right? And it's looking like, yo. And then this too. When I said not communicating, this is at the bottom of the deck because the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like the person's not making any movement towards you is what this is all about, right? So in so many words, when they released this burden and tried to make it seem like they were so much happier without you, they inadvertently proved themselves right because you put two and two together and realized like I'm in so much peace without them around. Like I'm actually happier. When I look back at this situation from all of those sides, it's like seeing how tumultuous things were with this person. So whatever little manipulation game they were trying to play to reel you back in backfired. And now you see that they're full of shit. That's why they mad. And they big mad. With the Queen of Swords in reverse and with the Strength card in reverse, bitter, 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 bitter. They is extra bitter. They salty bee. They extra mad because they didn't expect that to turn out that way. They were trying to put themselves into a position of power over you, but it totally backfired. Now, here's the thing. The place that we're in right now energetically, a lot of people who have been playing like manipulative games and stuff, because if we look at this as an illustration of the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's like all of these people who played mind games, utilized emotional abuse, who used like, you know, inferences and half-truths. That entire time, that season, up until the point of this wheel changing, right? All of that worked and everybody fell for it, right? But for some reason now with this energetic shift, people are able to see through people's bullshit so much more easily now. I kid you not. Because this has been happening to me and my friends just literally from just observing people, just different situations, things like that. And for some reason now we're able to see straight through the bullshit. That's like, why are they lying right now? You know they lying? I feel like they lying. It's like, I feel like they lying too. They lying, right? It's like you're able to see straight through the bullshit. So it's almost like the smoke screen that has been up, that has worked in the favor of like manipulators and liars and false people, little fake ass people and stuff. It's like with this smoke, even if you want to say the veil, with this veil being removed, now everyone can see it for what it is. So why it's funny is because these people who do stuff like this are completely unaware that this has happened, right? So they're still doing the same stuff. Now, the people who are aware that this veil is gone, it's like you're looking at these people like, I see what you're doing. Do you not see that I see what you're doing? So you don't, oh, they don't know. Okay. And you're just disengaging. That's what I'm seeing here. They're pissed because this is something they've always done and it's always worked. And now they're trying to figure out why the hell is this not working? When I cut off communication, they get sad and depressed and they try everything to get back in contact with me. Why are they not doing that? Why are they not sad? They seeing you all on the gram and stuff taking selfies and it's like, I know she ain't start going to the gym. Why does she look heavy, right? It's almost like that. So it's them being extremely bitter. Now, yet again, with the Strength card in the reverse, the thing that I'm seeing with this is them again. And who did this come? This was in well, it's not as bad as it was in the Aries reading, but for their person of interest. But it's similar because it's almost like this disempowered their. Can I really say disempowered? They didn't have power in the first place. This brought them back to their truth. They've always had a false sense of power through manipulation. Now that their manipulation isn't working, they're brought back to their weakness, and they see, and excuse me for saying this, that they ain't shit. Sorry, had to say it. It just felt right, you know. But this person now, it's like they're bitter because you're making them feel powerless. Not in a malicious sense. You choosing your power makes them feel powerless, which is what they were in the beginning. You've had the power all along. You just weren't aware of it, but now you see it and you're good. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, let's go to you guys' advice cards. Where's the little booklet? There it is. So for my Aries or crosswatcher people, divine timing. 30. How often do you feel that you want things in your life to change now? Not 2 years from now, not even 2 months from now, but right this instant. Seldom do we see the whole picture of why our lives are unfolding the way they are. We don't need to. What we do need is surrender. Surrender to the way things are right now. I was trying to get my illustration. That's the Hangman card. This does not mean to not take action when a situation is untenable. What it means is to let your life unfold before you so that you have access to all the information, all the lessons, and all the people you will need to go where you are headed. Divine timing is at work in this situation. Try not to fight it. Instead, go within during meditation and ask the questions you want answers to. Why not now? How can I best prepare myself? What lessons do I need to learn prior to the change I want to see? You will get the answers. And for your person of interest advice card, we have Ascension. Well, that's always nice, man. Strength reverse. You seeing your weakness. You can get some true scrumph. Alrighty, Ascension. That's my kid. Oh, okay. Thought he was going to knock on the door. Some of those following a spiritual path have ascension as the ultimate goal. However, ascension portrayed in art and literature as a great leap into instant nirvana is actually a giant work of, well, art and fiction. Rather, ascension is the process of conscious living. We are all spiritual beings. We are all souls in a human body who are living life on this earth in order to learn and to grow at the soul's level. That is being spiritual. Whether you are conscious of it or not, you are walking towards ascension. Each experience, relationship, obstacle, joy, and creation will bring you one step closer on the ladder to where we all end. It's like Jacob's ladder. With a greater awareness of ourselves than we started out with. This situation at its best is a rung on the ladder of your soul's path towards ascension. That's why I feel like they have the strength in reverse. Because it shattered a piece off of their ego. And now they're being brought back to their ground zero. And that's very similar to what happened in the Aquarius reading. We talked about that in the extended. The situation you are inquiring about is assisting you on this ladder. Work at the bigger picture and know you are bigger than any issues or problems you may have. That's so nice. So this is an opportunity for them to go through their healing. You done got your little ascension and things of the sort, Aries, and what's not on what on. Let's throw your dice of resonance. Sorry, little boobage. So if you're not familiar with the Dice of Resonance, it is an art project I did a year ago named by one of my subbies. I don't interpret them. I just toss them out, and however they resonate, they resonate. So they have the 12 zodiac signs, the roles that people can play in your life, and whether their sign is a sun, moon, or rising. And you also have the opportunity to ask a yes or no question. If you would like to do that, go ahead and formulate that now before I toss them out. And apparently, I think you can pause this. If I decide to premiere this, you can pause it. We have Virgo, we have Moon, we have Scorpio, we have Bay Lover Partner, and the answer to your question is yes, in a few weeks. So the person can be a Scorpio moon. They could be a Virgo moon. It's bae lover partner. And the answer to your question is yes, in a few weeks. Indeed. So that has been your reading, Aries. I love your freaking face. And the extended should be, the link to it should be in the description box below this video. But until the next time, I love your freaking face.